Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Star Traders Frontiers. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 17. We're trying to do the mission here with the smuggler. And someone finally passed along a piece of information that I did not see or notice before. If you want to cancel missions, at any point in time you can click on a mission and you can go to action and there's a cancel mission button up here. Why it's not a big button over here with these, I really don't know. Why it doesn't say waypoint navigate and then like cancel as a big orange or red button. I have no idea why it's hidden up here, but it is. But thank God it exists. So that's like this overdue between prison worlds. Yeah, cancel. Just be sure I want to abandon mission. It will be a black mark on our record when we lose 5 to 10 rip with the contact and 3 to 6 with the cleanse. Yes. Yes. Okay, so there's one of them. Good God. All right, thank you. Timed export. We have to go drop that off. Right here, Rivals Snuff. I'm going to heal 4 crew. It took 5 days. Sizzling Wires it. We got paid 56k. That's nice. To look at my ship here. Oh my gosh, this is kind of gross. It's interesting. I played a few games on hard mode. You can see I'm on normal difficulty here, and at this point in the game, I had a better. I was on my way to getting a much better ship than this. In fact, I had used a different ship than this at this level with this tonnage with the 6,000 mass. This is less than ideal, but this is what we're doing. All right, because that's not a lot of credits. I've learned a ton about the game playing on a hard difficulty. We need 4 crew. Wow, okay, what do we need? We're maxed out there, so we have some room for other things like commanders. So our command is only at 50 and our tactics is at 86. You want those two numbers to be as high as possible, because after these things, which determine attack and defense, the thing that adds to your dice without any sort of cap is command and tactics. See, in ship combat, command is used as standard dice for the defense attempting to escape and in boarding assaults. Tactics used as standard dice for attacking, changing range, except escape, and in boarding assaults. So having those as bonuses is how you want to do it. And we could go find some additional commanders or military officers. Will also add to command. In fact, do we have anybody on our ship? She's my swordsman. She needs train jobs. Assassin swordsman. I've learned some stuff about this too with your crew. I got pretty frustrated on hard mode dealing with the higher level Xeno aliens. And learning about the benefits of parry and having swordsmen in the front rows, plural, but also just the complete inability to hit anything, because the higher level Xenos on hard have more dice than you could shake a stick at. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. What I wanted to do was look at my whole crew and see if I even had. I got a gun deck boss, but I don't really have any. I got mechanic. Yeah, I don't have any commanders. I gotta get some, don't I? Okay, well, one way to do that is to look at these guys and see if anybody has some that we can recruit. Speaking of recruits, one of the things I like to do is have at least one explorer on my ship, and this guy has it 2 jumps away. That's something that we'll want to consider as we go try to do all the smuggling stuff. They just have. They're one of the only groups that has cards or talents that deal with the cards when you're exploring that let you stay away from Xenos. The other is like an exo scout, but you know, when you have an exo scout, you kind of like all of their abilities to be about shooting things. This bloke right here, Steel Song Starport Commander, has commander recruits. He's 5 jumps away though. He's in the Nadella vortex, but we want to keep an eye on him. He may be the person we have to go to. One of the really cool things is that at any point in time you can go down here and type something in and it will narrow the search for you. It's really cool. So if you want to see who has military officer recruits, you can see that. She's got it. She's 3 jumps away, so I tagged her as green, which allows me to go in here and say, hey, who else? I'm going to clear this. Who do I have? So this woman has zealots, and then doctor recruits. It's good to have a couple of those. Lots of smuggler recruits. Explorers. These are the green I use for recruits that I'm interested in recruiting at some point in time. I want the explorer. He's 2 jumps away. Engineering recruits. Military officer recruits. So she's 3 jumps, but we don't have any faction with her. And he's 5 jumps, and we do have faction with him, and we could get some commanders. So that's a person we're going to target. But right now, let's look at this. Rival Snuff is 2 jumps away, and that helps with our person here that we're trying to help. This is for Military Commander Jevin Bear. You can also sort this by which one's about to go. Call for the Strong. I don't want to do that. Looking under rocks, I don't want to do that. So time to export. Okay. Let's do that. We also have a bunch of cargo that I think we need to go drop off. Brian's belt, what's in my cargo container? Yeah, luxury clothing and refined spice. Things that we need to go drop off in Hyperion Loop. So we can make a little loop around here and get all of these. This will be good. That, though, won't. Running out of fuel. Very, very bad. You can't use skip off the void if if you don't have the fuel to use it. Merchant recruit. Smuggler prince. Smuggler or gun deck boss. Don't care. Dock cluster. Let's see if we can make it down there. Don't think so. Oh, maybe we can. Very nice. Coast right on in there. Time to export. Over the spice plate. Gain some morale. That's nice. Okay, we got paid. Academy doctor, and she has what? Recruit a doctor or blade dancer. I don't know how those things go together exactly, but apparently they do. Sniper. And what am I using for weaponry? It's been a while since I touched this. Let's take a look. What are we using for weaponry? She's got this out of inventory. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because she's an engineer. What does an engineer give you? 1 repair, 3 repair, and 1 electronics. Okay. Yeah. Pilot. What's pilot give you? Pilot and navigation. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Next. That rival snuff is a ways away. It's Ephemera Frontier. This one is where? So where are those at? Yeah, I gotta go to Garrick Pillars. You can click on this System Atlas, find the one with the dot on it, right there, and just navigate to it. Oh, but we forgot our fuel. Don't forget the fuel. 2 people have leveled up. Garrick Pillars, and there's a pirate. Okay, I'm not surrendering to looting, so I'm gonna skip. Probably gonna have to go to Melbourne to get gas. Hello. Oh, and to repair. That took 2 weeks. Ooh, that's what's tough about that. Snagging a blockade. Alright, Spice All. We're at the max morale. Okay, 301k though, that's nice. That's a chunk of change. What do you have, my friend? Recruit soldiers. No. Don't need those. Alright, now who's next? Rebel Snow. Here, I'm going to take a look at some. The guy who has the commanders is way over in Dex Divide, so it might be a while before we get those. It's just kind of a shame. So, what's over here? In the Hyperion Loop. Navigate. And actually, where we want to go there is to our stash first and drop a bunch of stuff. Drop all of our things off. Go here to Ice Mule. Deposit cargo. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll make a killing, maybe we won't. Fuel. Smuggler. Yeah, getting some more commanders and starting to get them leveled up would be good. Forceful inquiry. We will use forged papers. Will not cost us any bribe money. Alright, we get paid 265 for that one. That's nice. Great. Dry dock. This ship is ready for launch. What's it look like? I haven't looked at this in a while. Oh yeah, this needs some rearranging, doesn't it? We were spending money on this thing. Okay. And so the way this is set up by default is it's got extra of these providing armor, and it's basically capped out at 60%. So buffing talents and ship combat can raise armor to a maximum of 75%. A couple of these can come out. You can replace them with other things to help raise shields instead, so you can get that to 60%. I like to take medical over here is one of the first things I like to take, and fix. You go to this medical bay and it gives you, queue it, and it gives you a space for an officer, so then you can start taking some of these officer components away. That's the same thing over here too. This is Battle Barracks, which has a 30 crew, and this is a crew for 24. We want to get rid of this, and we want to put it fuel tanks, massive fuel tanks, 160 fuel capacity. Okay, so that gives us 368 fuel. It's still not great. We'll try to boost that a little bit here. Got 697,000 left to spend on this thing, at least of our current nest egg. We're gonna need more. And so here's my thought process on this thing. These two things require 4 reactor points to fire, and I have a 10 reactor point engine in here. What I like to do is have, and since they can only fire in the first 3 slots, I like to have a couple of the more powerful versions of these, with the idea that they're going to fire while we're moving. So you have to do a little bit of math here. What you want is 2 of these crippling torpedo things to fire at 3 reactor points apiece, so that you can fire 2 of them plus spend 4 reactor points moving. And then you want to have at least one lance that fires at 2 reactor points, so it has to be a small one. That way, when you finally get to stage 2, where these are at their best, you can fire both of those plus one more weapon that fires for 2 reactor points. So what I like to do is up here, go to weapons, and you can see what we've got here. These fire for 3 reactor points, but they don't cripple. You can see what they do. They have a 15% chance to cripple. They do pretty good damage, up to 270. But if you go back, these fire for 3 reactor points and have a 60% cripple chance. So they don't do as much damage, but they have a chance to cripple. And cripple means it's going to apply its effect. So at 171k, I'm going to purchase that. And then I'm going to take the same thing here and purchase the second one. So these are the weapons that I'm going to fire while I'm moving up. I'm going to be applying some kind of shield or buff or whatever, and I'm going to be firing these as I move to stage 2. When I get to stage 2, I'm going to fire these bad boys and 1 lance. So I'm going to have a lance ready to go. The best lance I can get my hands on for 2 RP is a level 6 lance. And we're going to need this money, but so I'm going to queue that up. So then we have these 4 slots here, and plus a couple more slots we're going to manufacture up here. What we're going to do is take 2 of these reinforced structure, and you go to crew barracks and you get this one, officer and 6 crew members. We have 30 crew members right here, and we can get to our maximum 42 allowed by switching out 2 of these. And that creates space for 2 officers as well, which takes away, ultimately you're taking away at least 3 if not 4 more of these away. Do you really need 7 officers? Maybe you do. You can probably get away without them though, because if you promote new officers, let's say you wanted to use, here's where the game gets a little funky. Let's see, that's going to take 17 weeks. Let's say in your officer count up here, you're saying, well, I want to get some officers who have 3 jobs that are all combat, and you take them and promote them to officers. This guy's a level 25 right now. If you take somebody and promote them, they're not going, even though they get levels retroactively for their officership, it's not enough to promote them to the same level as your captain or get them as high as these people. They're going to be like level 15, which is not enough to do things like fight the Xenos at the end of the game. It doesn't work. So it's one of my gripes with the game anyways. I'm not going to go into great detail with it. The most important thing here is we're fueled up, we're ready to go. Steel Song Prima is where our ship is, and I need to make a note of something. Alright, so what we have to do here is figure out the next things that's going to happen. She's crowning achievement, yes. So run to ground. This is for someone else. It's 255, which is really nice, and this is a deadline. This is for a retired diplomat. This is in the sign corridor, which I hate going to. Trader and change. Military commander, gestalt technologist. So we got to go here. We have to navigate to this person, who's our smuggler, I believe. Yes, and we have to get many more missions from her. She's going to give us a bunch, and we have to pick out the ones that are going to be the most helpful for us. So we already have one mission for her in the Ephemeral Frontier, and 2 jumps away. We want to do that. She's got a bunch of other missions, and none of them are particularly fantastic, and she won't give me any more. All 3 of these here are grabbing a lot of goods. I don't like the odds of trying to do that at all. One is in Garrick Pillars, one is in Dark Cluster, and one is in the Sign Corridor, which we're actually going to be going to. So, Mountain of Spice. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to accept these. Both of these are in the Sign Corridor. I'm going to see if I can grab these. I'm going to see if I can grab them all. And then I'm going to do this one, Sign Corridor. Okay, we got all of those. We got all of those, and what is this? She wanted refined spice or raw spice. I'm going to be really bad at remembering this stuff. I'm always terrible at this. She's got what? Rival snuff, mountain of spice. This is raw spice. Okay. Raw spice. Now, have we been banking any of that? Here's a bunch of it right here. There's 20 units. That's all we can get right there. Let's go to our map. Let's go see if we have a bunch of raw spice banked up here, because this would save us some time. Stash. Refined cambronite. Refined spice. No raw spice. Alright. So, this is farming where they can potentially have raw spice, but they don't have it. So we got to do some looking. And the easiest way is to always just go to System Atlas and start looking at it like this. So raw spice is found at farming, mining, and tradeway zones, which is, there's quite a bit of farming here. But like this right here, raw spice, this refined cambronite, raw spice right here, trade permit 1, independent. Okay, and this is right here, they don't have any raw spice. Tradeway, we haven't stopped there. So let's go, we want to go to right there next. Let's go here first. We'll take a look and see how much of this we can collect before we leave here. Buy cargo. Do you have any? Nope, they don't have any. They sell it, but they don't have any today. Okay. Back to here. So we are in this location. What do they have? They don't have any, but we were looking at this. Different towers. It's a tradeway station. I mean, technically you can get it there, but what are the odds? Oh, there's a smuggler. They're independent, and they have 68 cargo. What do you think the odds are? Slim to none, but let's go check it anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do is this. I'm going to go defensive first, 25 defense, and just try to move forward. And then we'll twitch. Yeah, he couldn't get away, that's good. So now, what I want to do is make it so he can't move. Yeah, minus escape. I don't want him to get away. So that lands. It applies that. That's great. So now, what else do we have that can be really, really helpful here? Those are all debuffs for us. Nope. It's been so long since I played, I kind of forgot these. This is minus marine change. Okay, that's a good one. This is what? 3 RP to fire? Okay, he's not hitting us, which is great. And at any point in time, you can go in here and look at the log and see how close he is to even hitting you. So, Fidelis Cutter, that's us. Frontier Liner fired. He's 34 versus 40, 33 versus 50, so he's not really that close. What we can do then, since we're probably not going to get hit, is start boarding him. Because we can't just shoot him out of the sky. We want to check, we want the cargo, right? So we need to move up a little bit closer. Let's do this. Don't want to blow him out of the sky. Just want to keep landing crew. So this is going to take a little while. Oh, look. He's really wounded already. Alright, my friend. You have this one, which helps buff you. And you're going to take somebody off the board. You can do this. She's got this. Ooh. He's gone. This first group is down. Sabotage the enemy ship. The autocannon's near. Sometimes you can get lucky and get the engine really quickly, which is really nice. Alright, so we didn't move up closer, but we still have 2 more of those, plus a blood game if we want. That time we did move forward, so now we can just spend our time boarding them. Alright. Buffage. And you. Oh, Doc. Got a little boo-boo. Let's see. Oh, that's the captain. This is going to be all over. I didn't even notice that right away. You killed their captain. It's end of story. Oh, you gotta move around. Oh, and she died of the poison. Okay. I don't really need the buff, but I can't fire from this position. Oh, I can fire this. Oh, and I'd retreat a full slot. Oh no, this is, what's this? This is the one that moves me, right? Yep, advance this one. Oh, but it also killed, so. Okay, captain's gone. Let's see if we get lucky with the raw spice. Raw spice, no whammy, stop. Take their fuel for sure. You can look at their crew to conscript. I don't think they probably have any commanders here, so there's probably no sense in trying to conscript anybody. Nope. Okay, crew dogs. Train in all ship weaponry, looting the captured vessel repairs up to 3 of your ship weapons components, but we don't have anything that's damaged. Loot armory, not battle damage repair. We didn't get hit, so loot the cargo. Oh, there's water purifiers. Capital ship components. Wow. Okay, let's take all of it. Well. Orchestrated salvage. That's a shame. Okay, we're gonna check here before we go drop a bunch of stuff off. Buy cargo. Raw spice. Raw spice, they have it. They got some. We lack the permit to require it. Oh, we don't have a permit with them. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, hold on. She's the court seer. Can she sell permits? No. Let's take a look then. You go up here, you say, hey, I need all of these people. Do we have any of them close by that handles trade permits? I'm not seeing any. Oh, and I think you can even do. I bet you there's one in here. Scientific intel, edicts, rank, permit, trade permits. Okay, so she's our best one is 3 jumps away. This person, what does she buy? Discounted fuel, sells pardons, economic rumors, buys scientific intel. Don't think she's got trade permit up to level 4 though. She's gonna be our best one, isn't she? Yep. Okay. She's got also rank trade permit up to level 4, and she's 3 jumps away. Where is she at? Dagon's Run, which is on the other side of the sign corridor. Other side of the sign corridor. Otherwise, it's her, and where's she at? The Ephemeral Frontier, which we're actually going to. Okay. She buys scientific intel. Do we even have any of that? Intel records. None. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go up here and drop the junk off. We're killing time here, but as we run out of time. So deposit that. Deposit this. Deposit this. Orbit. I keep forgetting. I'm wasting. Hate that. Okay. Now, the other place to go here. Now that we've been to that one. That was Tradeway. We found out they have raw spice, but we don't have the permit. There's farming here. And these guys don't have raw spice. And the Steel Song Premium is a refinery zone. And they have refined Cambronite, which kind of looks like raw spice, but that's not it. So, okay. All right. Where we're headed, then. Trader in Chains. The Sign Corridor. Where's the Ephemeral Frontier one? Is it at the top? Is it this one? Rival Snuff. Okay. Navigate. We don't have any scientific intel to sell. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. Otherwise, we could make friends really fast with her and get a level 4 trade permit, but 'tis not the case. This is farming. Again, we won't have the... We're just stopping here to buy gas, but they don't have it anyway. Refined spice. I mean raw spice. Not refined. Not refined. Alright, let's go take care of this. Rival Snuff. Rough 'em up. Starport Records. We got 87 strong dice. We're passing that. Played 56k for our part. Alright. Check these guys as you go by in case by miracle somebody shows up that you need. So, Rival Snuff. Now, 51 weeks, 2 jumps. We have to go back to the Hyperion Loop, which is fine. Trader in Chains. These are all in the Sign Corridor, which if you want to look at where we're at, is way down here. We'd have to take care of this bit of business and then go back to the Hyperion Loop. Do we have enough time is the problem. We have 1 year and 7 weeks to pull off this shortage thing. Sign Corridor, capture them, and then take them back to the Hyperion Loop. Run to ground. That's Cobra's Helix. That's for somebody that I don't think we're going to get a pull off. Data Scoop for Retired Diplomat. This is also at the Sign Corridor. And then Mountain of Spice. Rival Snuff. Sign Corridor. Man. Alright. Let's go to the Sign Corridor and see how much we can get done and then get back to the Hyperion Loop before the whole thing ends. I don't know if we're going to have enough time. Don't know. Not optimistic. Let's level up some of our people who need it. Captain. Diplomat. Military officer. Commander. This person. Doctor. This person. Exoscout. And he's got a talent. Alright, this is where it gets complicated. So, these guys get a couple of good shots against Xeno, which are nice. Know Thy Enemy and Burrowing shots are pretty nice. This one causes -4 initiative and +8 bleeding. And then the other one, Know Thy Enemy, is nice against Xeno. Crippling Rifle Attack causes -25% deflection, -25% range defense, -40% armor, -16 energy plasma rad resist for 3 turns. It helps everybody else kind of hit them. Bleeding though is also really good if you can stack some of that. I want them both. I'm going to do this to help the rest of my team out. Maybe we'll see. They get pretty hard to deal with. Navigator, flash charge. We'll be using those. And then this is our Exoscout Shock Trooper soldier. So again, he's just got a job. We'll train him in Exoscout stuff. I've enjoyed having a shotgun person in the second slot, but on hard difficulty and higher, it's untenable when the Jaita aliens show up. They eat you for lunch. They eat everybody for lunch, really. What I found is that, yeah, you can put swordsmen in the front rows and have them parry, but they can't hit anything. So then you end up with 3 people spending their time spinning their blades trying to parry, and one guy in the back row hoping he doesn't get moved around so he can shoot and kill things. And it got to be really frustrating. Data scoop. So we have to spy. With a credit skim or score reward card. Of course it would give me the hostile bounty hunter. Skip. Jeez. Alright, let's land. No repairs available. Oh, great. Okay. I can't take all day to wait on mission success. You guys gotta give it to me here. Learn a new. What's this? Reroll a risk card or just remove a card. Oh, I thought they had it. Now they're gonna give us another bounty hunter. Mission success. Powerful and unexpected ship. Goodbye. Oh, jeez. There we go. The shipping manifest has been added. Brilliant. Okay, now the next one. I need this because I need some repairs. Oh, what sucks is this is going to take some time. 3 weeks. Oh, that's so awful. It's hurting. That's hurting us. It's going to hurt our ability to get this done. We got paid for that one. Here comes another. I love that ship. Great ship. We're friends enough to just be friendly with them. So we can give them a nice little wave and say onward. And now we have to do wilderness. Mountain of Spice. Stash the raw spice. Okay, so that's where we have to stash it. I don't know that we're going to get that one done in time. That seems far-fetched. So what is this? Industrial. Yeah, those don't have. There's industrial. Oh, the ones that we need aren't there. We need farming, mining, and tradeway zones, and that's not any of these. Acknowledged. Treated the crew for fuel poisoning? Treated crew for fuel poisoning. Interesting. Rival snuff. Sizzling wires. Okay, where are these cats at? We get paid to come up with that much information for them. Now where are they at? So this one, Trader in Chains, No Hope or Wire, Dragnet, we need to blockade that place. The other one is where? Cobra's Helix. Great. Data Scoop is in the 5th Divide. We have to drop that one off. This is Mountain of Spice, which we know. Rival Snuff. Valde Belt, Hyperion Loop. Ooh, this is just going to be ugly. We're really short on time here. And this is where Hyperion, we absolutely have to finish that one. So, since this one is really close, here's what's going to be tough. Here's what's going to be really tough about this. You have to blockade, which is going to take time. And that's just awful. It's awful for us. Okay. Remove a risk card, reroll a risk card. I was really hoping if I removed it, it'd increase my chances of getting the home run, but nope. Stiff salute. Saving throw there. Two days. 2 days I can deal with. I mean, it adds up, but I could deal with it. Dang it. Skip. There's nothing else we can do. Oh my gosh. %42 chance. Someone help me out. There we go. 4 days. Okay. Flash charge. This is a bounty hunter that we have to take down. So let's do it. Oh, and he hit us. Okay. He crippled us a little bit. You can see that that's going to add minus defense. So I'm going to add a little bit more defense and move up on him again. Oh, and he's still hitting us. Still hitting us, so now what's he got us hit with? That and devastating shot. Standard damage and range change. I don't care about that. But I got one more turn on void contortions. So what I'm going to do is stack a little bit more defense and then shoot at him again. Here's something I didn't know from the beginning of the game. I assumed buffs could not be stacked, but they can. So you should stack them. I don't know why my brain just automatically assumed you couldn't. I suppose it's years and years and years of role-playing games, but it just seemed like, to me, I was like, oh, you can't stack them. And you absolutely can. Cool thing about bounty hunting missions is that you don't actually have to go aboard and kill the crew to get the person. If you blow up the ship, you still get them. I like that quite a bit. That should do it. So, battle damage repair, orchestrated salvage, oh yeah. All that stuff is done. We get rep. We've taken command of the prisoner that we need to transport, which is perfect. Oh man, I gotta repair these systems. How long is that gonna take? A week? Orbit, is there medic? There's no medical there. Okay. So, the sign corridor. What's over here? Industrial farming and farming. Okay, have we managed to stop at those places before? Yeah, we haven't. There's lots of places we haven't stopped at. But do we have a trade permit with these guys? This is Zenrin. So you can check your permits at any point in time, and I always forget to do this, that you can do this here. But if you go to faction politics, you can scroll down here and you can see we're a full trader there. We're a spice trader with Syndicate Rychart. But if we go down to Zenrin, Clan Zenrin, we have no trading permit with them. So even if they had raw spice to sell, we couldn't buy it. So what I think that means is this is 25 weeks to Hyperion Loop. Trader in Chains we have to take back to Hyperion Loop. Run to ground is in Cobra's Helix. Where is Cobra's Helix at? Sign corridor. This is what I don't understand. We're right here and it says it's 1 away. It's not 1 jump away. Why am I reading that wrong? Cobra's Helix. 3 hyperwave jumps to Cobra's Helix, right. And that's a year and 30 away. That's for this just Gestalt technologist, Gavin. You know what? We're never going to get there, and this is just boggling my brain, so let's get it out of there. Data scoop. I need 3 jumps to the 5th divide. Where the heck is the 5th divide at? It's up there. Can we get there and then get to the Hyperion Loop in time? And which one's in the Valde belt? Hyperion Loop, gone to ground. Hyperion Loop. There's at least 3 in the Hyperion Loop. Plus this Mountain of Spice thing we gotta come back for. And that one is in the 5th divide. Oh man. Okay. Let's go to the Hyperion Loop then. Maybe we'll have time to do that 5th divide one. This is gonna be ugly. I hate the Sign Corridor for this reason. It's like infinite helix. It's just gargantuan. Yeah, and there we go. We're just about to run out of fuel. It's like if that was a Xeno ship, we'd have been toast. Darn it. How long? A week? Oh, that hurt us. Can't have him being wounded though. It's not good. And now we gotta skip for the pirate. Oh, brother. That's painful. This is conspiring against us right here. Melbourne. Fuel us up, baby. 2 weeks? Oh, I don't have time. I gotta hope that we can limp back. I don't have time. Oh, man. You know what? We don't have any loot. Just let them do that. Keep forgetting we don't have any loot. Just let them do that. Then we don't have to skip. Hyperion Loop. Okay. We got stuff to do here. I don't care about losing reputation with him because we've got like a bazillion. It's 540, so if we lose a couple points of rep, there's no big deal. Trader in Chains. Public Procession. Military Commander Drebin. Okay, he's not the one I really cared about. The one I really cared about was these other ones. Okay, planned demand, 19 weeks. Ooh, I don't know. That's 5th divide. Sign corridor for this. Valde belt. What about this? Gone to ground. 18 AU. We just may not be able to do this unlock. Starpo records. We still have to find this person. This is just going to tell us where they are. Oh, that hurts. Okay, what now? Rival Snuff. Where is this? Cornered at last. Okay, great. This will help. Maybe. Maybe it'll be enough. Rival Snuff. Well, let's do it. Sizzling wires. What do you got for me? And here we go. We're just gonna fight. We found them. They're cornered. I would have taken all the Rival Snuff missions from her. That's for darn sure. Having to go around and find raw spice stinks. That took a bite out of Crown. Have some bubbles. You too. All right, darling. Oh, killed, but not quite enough here. Let's see. Oh, she's already got that up. Yeah, just swing away then. Swing away, Earl. What is this? Yeah, she's gonna stab you now. We scored a win for our smuggler's crowning plan. Which is exactly what we need to be doing, is as many of those as we possibly can. Alright. Well, we got about 10 minutes left here. Let's see what we can do. This is for a retired diplomat, so I'm not in a hurry. If we miss that one, we miss that one. Mountain of Spice is a different story. Rival Snuff. This one's in Dark Cluster. 2 jumps away for 15 weeks. And this one is 4 jumps away to the Valde Belt. That was way over on the other side of the sign corridor. Let's go try and do this one. I'm not sure we're going to make it. Not sure we're going to have enough missions done to appease our friend here. Surrender to looting. They find nothing. Because they're hidden in smuggling compartments underneath the floorboards. Alright. What do we got here? Land, rival snuff, sizzling wires. Yes. Tell us where they're at. Alright, continue. And this is it. We're going to snuff the next one. Alrighty. Toxify you. Let's do this. Let's buff first. Get a self buff in. You, darling. What do you got? 12 to use that? They're all into moving me around here, aren't they? This is gonna die between rounds. 'Cause of the poison. Oh, morale broke. We scored another win. Whether that's enough or not, I don't know. Okay, what's next? Crowning plan. Expiration unknown. Orchestrate shortage. Yeah. So when do we know that we're done? That's the thing. I don't know when we come to that answer. Criminal contact. What's this one? This is for somebody else. Where is this at? Fifth Divide? Can we do that and get back in 10 weeks? Because where's the Fifth Divide at? It's right there, and then it's 2 jumps to the Hyperion Loop. Oh, I think we can do that. Barring any catastrophes, of course. It's going to take 1 to 2 weeks to jump each time. Let's see how long our jumps take. 1 week, 1 day. Okay. Farming. Pick up fuel. I'm sure they don't have cargo that we can buy because it's restricted. Raw spice, it's permit restricted. It'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. And these guys we have a trader permit with, but it's not high enough level, I think. So this is Reichard, I think. So dock with them. Data scoop over the spice plate. 102k for getting paid for that, and it only took 2 days. That was really nice. Buy cargo. They don't have any raw spice, and everything is permit restricted anyway, so. Alright, darling. Plan demand, 3 weeks. Crowning plan, 2 jumps. Let's go see about that. Clan Mock. The end of this episode, let's see if we get what we're thinking we're gonna get here. A zealot. Y'all are interrupting my space travels. I'm trying to get from point A to point B. Just fuel. Just the fuel, ma'am. Just the fuel. Alright. Tell me what you got for me here. Your crowning plan is finally ready. Oh. Okay, we're on normal mode, so you know what I can do? I can save it. Excellent. Land. Let's do it. What's this going to cost me? Everything has been put into place. Hey, Crown Smuggler achievement unlocked. Steam is telling me that's cool. I love achievements. You've been impressive, Captain. The underworld would know what you've done here. Is your part of the plan going into effect now? Yes, I put out a call to the officials you've bribed. The few local systems economies are about to hit a snag. I hope you're prepared as I suggested. Time to make some money, Captain. Our contract has been crowned. Her status in the underworld has been upgraded to Smuggler Princess. 2 personal objectives warning of future rumor shortages in our missions list have converted to newly created rumors. If we have stashed goods in advance, we have a chance to make a killing. We have stashed good. And she's what? She's for these guys. Purchase. Can she go up to... We could purchase that, but we can't get all the way up, can we? Because she can only go to 3. She can't go to 4. Still. Okay, so. What's next? Let's end the episode this way. What's next is to go queue up some more stuff for our ship and to level up my crew. So in dry dock, it's ready for launch. It's still not ready. We still have some things to do here. So let's buy these things. Crew barracks, officer. Queue that up. Crew barracks, the one for the officers. Purchase, queue that up. So those 3 things will get us 42 officers, and 42 crew, and then we can start removing these. We have an officer on the bridge, you have an officer in medical, and you have 2 officers here. That's 4. So if you wanted like 6, you'd only have to keep 2 of these. We also don't need the weapons locker because we have all the gear that we bought. So you can go check that out. You can go make sure about that. Look at your officers and say, hey, what's your equipment like? This is from weapons locker. So we need some armor. She has, we have inventory. So she has this one she can put on. There's 5 dodge from inventory times 2. Wear that. She has, this is from inventory, her gun. This is from inventory. This is from the locker. So she should have, she's got, assassin techniques, but you put the nightfall mesh on her, but really it's probably not the best idea because she's still going to get destroyed. And you go over here. This is from the weapons locker for him. Do we have anything better? That's the heavy body armor, and it's level 3. So you put the keeper's, you can put the keeper's plate on him, but he's actually in the back row. So I don't. The problem with this is he loses initiative, and he's really your only shooter. So far, I like to put that armor on the guy in the very back, and then with my shotgunner, you're gonna give him the keeper's plate. His snub is from inventory. This person's thing is from inventory. I don't think I have a sniper rifle. Yeah, I don't. He's using that. This is not. It's not the best weapon. We need a better weapon for him. So, you don't need to use the weapons locker. And this is... So here's... I'm going to spend a little time at the end of this video talking about this. I had done all of this in my hard mode playthrough of going through the process of getting weapons, combat armor, and combat gear, so that I could get rid of the weapons locker, so I'd free up a space, because it's even more important in hard mode that your ship be as efficient as it possible, but also because I kind of assumed that gear was the best, and I thought it would help me. Unfortunately, it almost doesn't seem to make a difference as soon as the Jaita show up, which is going to be the next thing after this smuggler princess. There's going to be a pox virus, and then there's going to be the Jaita showing up. I'm a little bit disappointed in the way the game handles this, because getting gear, in my opinion, going to all the effort to get the gear for weapons and armor and combat gear, so that you don't have to just use the default out of the weapons locker, even if you have weapons locker 6. It seems to me like that gear should be better, and that should make the difference between you getting your butt kicked by the highest level Xenos and you being able to beat them. Is in every game in the history of gaming, getting better gear has helped, but it doesn't here. It's really more about, did you perfectly set up your crew from level 1? Did you perfectly get these people set up? And I find that a little disappointing. The game, the developers have really apparently embraced the idea of this being roguelike, which I guess roguelike means starting over and over and over and over. I guess that's what the genre is supposed to mean to people. I don't know. I was playing Diablo long before anybody called it a roguelike game. And then this phrase roguelike came on, and everybody started to use that vernacular to mean different things. And now it seems what it means is a game where you play and then you die and you start over. Which is almost like old school coin operated games, except we had 3 lives. You know, it's like whether you plugged into Mario Brothers or Pac-Man or whatever, you had 3 lives and you had the ability to get more lives. So you didn't just die and have to start over and play a perfect game of Pac-Man to get to the end, you know. I'm a little frustrated by what this game is and what it could be. I feel like it could be a better game than this if it didn't embrace any of these roguelike elements. And to start with, you know, putting more of an emphasis on gear as a way to overcome difficulty would be really cool. But instead, because the way the dice rolls are done, it's more about how perfectly you can build your team from level 1 to level 0. I was seeing dice rolls, looking at the log in combat, that I just don't understand how you would ever combat that, even with perfect crew composition and the exact right number of buffs at the exact right time. And I just don't know. So I'm a little disappointed. Actually, I'm a lot disappointed, because I really was enjoying this game, but I think I'm probably going to only do maybe a couple more episodes here for this channel. I'd like to roll out the ship. I really want to roll this thing out. And we've got 830 to customize this with, so Let me look at a couple things here that we're going to customize. First of all, you can see this is armor blocking. I'm gonna move this up to the highest level. This goes with 30 void resist, 35 armor, 10% shielding. If you do this, of course, it pushes you up to 59. So I think the smart thing to do is probably make both of those as good as you can get them, so you can have that max. I don't know. You reach the limit in how much it blocks, but I still think that it's beneficial to have. Look, the shielding jumps up to 40 there. Plus 35 would be hit in combat. So those two components are going to get hit first. So at 60 and 40, we just need to add a little bit more to shields. And then, of course, we need to add as much piloting skill as possible, because I'm going to spend most of my time fighting at short range. So again, we've got the lance that I want. All our weapons are set up actually the way I want. Now it's just a matter of erasing this and replace it with other components. So at this point in time, you want to go through and look at like offense and defense. There's this interceptor system. This adds shielding. You can get a better version of that. We don't have the money. Look, it goes all the way up to 2.8 million. I mean, that's nuts. This goes up to 24% shielding. Now, I don't think this is a straight number conversion. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes, because what we're doing is we're talking about 9% here. And if we install that, we're not going to jump up to 49%. But let's say we do that. If we jump up to here and spend that chunk of money on it, jumps up to 45%. It's not quite there. And here, these bulkheads, which add radiation resist, 19% armor, which is kind of redundant because we can't really add any more armor to it, and 8% shielding. If you add these, how much is that going to cost? 95. That gets you to 48%. So it's not a big jump. So at this point in time, I'm kind of looking at other defensive capabilities and offensive capabilities, like pilot, assist, and rail track guidance bases. Add gunnery and adds pilot. But I want to get the highest level ones, and they cost a lot of money. So now we got to go make some money while the ship is in dry dock still. And I got to look at what I've got left. So Mountain of Spice, I don't want to do this. We did what we were supposed to do. What we have to do now is go see if we can make money with all that stuff that we collected. So I'm going to go take a look at that. Anyway, not last episode, but end of this episode. I just have a lot of thoughts on this game. I wanted to love it, and there's parts of it that I love. And there's also annoyances and frustration. And I'm almost surprised that this got through to me, because I've made it a habit on Steam of hiding keyword roguelike. There's something about that genre of game that really grates at me, and I don't like. I come from a more... I mean, you all know, you've watched my channel. I come from strategy games like 4X games like Stellaris, and then anything that is role-playing game or turn-based, like everything from Baldur's Gate to Divinity Original Sin to XCOM 2, XCOM 1, all those games where tactics and gear make a difference. And the games are continually throwing more difficult things at them, but they're also continually giving you more tools to deal with them. And there's never a point in time where something shows up and annihilates you for no reason, unless your name is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, which just gets deleted off my hard drive. I said that during Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I said that during Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I'll say it during this game. There seems to be a trend in gaming for more games to want to be Souls-like games. They want to be so hard and punishing that only the most elite, best players can get through them and have a good time doing it. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm just not. So that's my difficulty with this game, where it's at, because it's veering in that direction of being Souls-like. You know, here's this little game that started out as a mobile app, I guess. Now it's on my PC, and it's wonderful to play in a lot of ways, and then it's got this roguelike, Souls-like element to it. It's just like, oh, nope. Big nope from me. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching, everybody. I just want to get the ship out now. I'm gonna do a couple more episodes because I want to get the ship out and blow something up with it, and then I'll be cruising on to other things. There's dozens, hundreds of other games out there to play. There's a bunch of stuff I want to feature on my channel. It's been entertaining doing this, and I'm glad that a whole new legion of fans have found my channel, but I doubt that I would do any more videos on this game after the series is over. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. As always, questions, comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Patreon's listed in the description below. I'll see you next time.